Hello everyone! Finally we have reached the end of the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. In this video I'm going to talk about the last stanzas of the poem in part 7. Why are we looking at them? Because the message of the poem is hidden in the last words that the Ancient Mariner says to the wedding guest. And why is that? Because, as we said before, Coleridge believes in pantheism, so in this communion between man and nature, and in the last lines the Ancient Mariner will tell the wedding guest to love every creature of the creation, because every natural element is created by God and has a part of God's essence inside. So that's a key theme of the rhyme. Let's look at the text and we'll comment on the important parts. Okay, here we go with the last part of the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. I will read it all and then I will comment on these 4 stanzas. Farewell, farewell, but this I tell to thee, thou wedding guest. He prayeth well who loveth well both man and bird and beast. He prayeth best who loveth best all things both great and small. For the dear God who loveth us, he made and loveth all. The mariner whose eye is bright, whose beard with age is hoar, is gone, and now the wedding guest turned from the bridegroom's door. He went like one that hath been stunned, and is of sense forlorn. A sadder and a wiser man he rose the morrow morn. So, farewell, farewell, goodbye, says the Ancient Mariner to the wedding guest, but this I tell to thee. Notice thee, thou, and the th instead of s at the end of the verbs at the third person singular that are all elements of an English used by Shakespeare or the English used in the King James Bible, so an archaic English that Coleridge uses. So to thee, thou wedding guest, he prayeth well. So the person that prays well, he's the person who loves both man and bird and beast. So every creature in the creation, man, bird and beast. He prayeth best. So careful, the person that prays in the best way is not the person that goes to church, but the person who loves best all things both great and small. So this love, this pantheistic feeling for every element in the creation. For the dear God who loveth us, he made and loveth all. So God has created everything and he loves us, and so in every element we can see a part of his great essence. The mariner whose eye is bright, Coleridge writes, whose beard with age is hoar. So notice again, the mariner is described with the eye, so the bright eye as the element underlined here by Coleridge, so the eye of magic that he uses to charm people, whose beard with age is hoar, meaning that it is white as the snow, is gone. And now the wedding guest turned from the bridegroom's door, so he goes away from the wedding party, and he went like one that hath been stunned. And I want to focus here a little bit on this adjective, on stunned, because it means a person that has lost conscience. And we use this adjective also when we describe someone that has lost conscience through drugs, through an hallucination caused by drugs. So Coleridge used this stunned as other elements in the rhyme to connect this work to the world of hallucinations and the use of substances that he experienced throughout his life. And is of sense forlorn. Forlorn means lost. So he went on, the wedding guest continued walking as one that doesn't know where he is, that he is stunned and is of sense forlorn. So he has lost his capacity of perceive society, perceive reality. A sadder and a wiser man he rose the morrow morn. So a sadder and wiser, this is a very famous line, he rose the morrow morn. So the next morning the wedding guest wakes up and he is both sadder and wiser. Sadder because he feels melancholy. And this is a very romantic theme that we can find in many poems, especially in the second generation of romantic poets, where knowledge is connected to wisdom, where the things you know, the more things you know, the wiser you become, but also the sadder you are. And he rose the morrow morn. So in this part, it is as if Coleridge said goodbye to us. The Ancient Mariner says goodbye and leaves us with this final message of loving every creature, every beast, because everything, even the monsters, even the snakes in the sea, are part of the creation, and they are creatures of God. Thank you for watching. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner is personally one of my favorite poems. It is the only ballad in the collection of poems, lyrical ballads, technically speaking, for its melodic structure, for the themes, and also for the language that it uses, which is different from, as we said, the language of Wordsworth, that is more accessible, easier, the language of everyday life, while Coleridge chooses an archaic language, as we saw in the th ending of the verbs at the third person singular, or the thee, thou, these expressions that refer to the King James Bible language, to the language of the spiritual English, we can say, or the English of Shakespeare at the same time. So thank you for watching, and till next time.